Thank you, Chair Smith and Ranking Member Lummis and the subcommittee for this opportunity to present today. My name is Pete Upton, and I'm an enrolled citizen of the Ponca Tribe of Nebraska. And I am the CEO of the Native CDFI network, and I keep my feet grounded in the work that I do. I am the executive director of Native360 Loan Fund, and we serve Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, and Kansas. On behalf of the Native CDFI network and the 90 certified and emerging Native CDFIs we serve, I welcome the opportunity to present about the capital access challenges facing Native homeownership and the pivotal role that Native CDFIs play in addressing those challenges, and what Congress can do to enhance the Native CDFIs' ability to grow homeownership. Despite recent progress by Native CDFIs, the challenges facing Native homeownership remain severe. Native communities and Native CDFIs face numerous challenges in providing home loans to Native communities. The challenges include access to low-interest long-term funding for Native CDFIs, the scarcity of availability of housing stock, the lack of infrastructure and skilled workers that further hampers the construction and renovation of homes, land issues, including limited availability, complex structures, also pose hurdles for expanding housing opportunities for the Native populations. These multifaceted challenges are highlighted, and they highlight the need for targeted support and innovative solutions addressing the housing needs in Indian country. And I want to stress innovative solutions in targeted support, and I'll get to that when we get into the questions. The state of affairs is challenging, but there is an effective solution, and that is Native CDFIs when it comes to Native homeownership. Native CDFIs are proven, irreplaceable engines for growing vibrant Native economies. According to the Treasury, for every dollar invested in CDFIs, they create $8 in private sector investments. Our impact is particularly significant in the area of Native homeownership, where Native CDFIs are playing a crucial role. Native CDFIs provide affordable home loans, assistance with down payments, homebuyer education, Native communities who have been overlooked by the traditional lenders. Native CDFIs are there to provide the support. By offering specialized financial products, comprehensive technical support, and extensive community engagement, we are expanding access to affordable home ownership opportunities within Native communities. Simply put, Native CDFIs need the support from Congress to grow its capacity to meet the moment. We have identified 6 key ways Congress can strengthen Native home ownership and the vital role Native CDFIs play in the endeavor. First, support us in ensuring the proposed CDFI certifications reforms do not harm Native CDFIs. The ongoing reform process of CDFI certification application and regulations by the CDFI Fund pose challenges for Native CDFIs. The proposed changes could hinder their ability to promote home ownership and economic progress in Indian country. Native CDFIs would either need to make drastic operational changes or alter their programs and products, or forego certification, resulting in reduced access to vital capital for serving their Native community. We urge Congress to address our concerns by advocating for a formal listening session with the CDFI Fund and the Native CDFI leaders, executive directors, to discuss and address the potential impacts of these reforms. Second, establish a Native Advisory Committee within Treasury and the CDFI Fund. This committee should be made up of Native CDFI executive leaders that would engage directly with Treasury and the CDFI Fund and provide valuable input on how policy and programs impact the flow of capital to communities, and listen to the Native CDFIs who are the boots on the ground in the community doing the work. Congress should mandate that Treasury establish a Native Advisory Committee made up of CDFI executive directors, and that committee would meet at least annually with the Treasury Secretary and the CDFI Director. Third, increase NACA appropriations to $50 million. Capital is needed to provide long-term, low-interest funding for homeowners, Native American homeowners. And fourth, increase the annual funding of the HUD Section 4 to $50 million and establish a 10% set-aside for Native communities. Fifth, pass the Rural Housing Reform Act. And finally, pass the Native American Direct Loan Home Act. And I want to conclude by thanking the Congress and the subcommittee and encouraging you to maintain a relationship and a collaboration with Native CDFI leaders in developing funding of innovative policies that address the capital needs of Indian country.
Thank you very much. And last, we will hear from Ms. Tammy Moreland, who's joining us virtually.